E85 could be used in the vehicle.
Thank you for going ahead.
Sure.
Okay. Are you discussing it now?
We're just opening up the discussion.
Okay, thanks, Bill, for doing that.
You'll see in your packet, you'll see copies of the bids from the three that we have presented here. They describe some of the details. We also did some research on what the warranty would be for each product, so that could be taken into consideration along with what it would, the distance that would be necessary to actually perform that warranty work had to be factored in.
How much higher bid was Domino on the Chevrolet?
They were $2,810 higher.
I got a little problem about buying out of town. Most people do that around here. They don't need to cut things down.
I guess the only thing I would say, I agree with shopping in town, but we had budgeted $26,000 for the vehicle, and with that I gotta get lights to get them installed.
We anticipate that would cost about $3,500. So that would put us at almost $27,000 in that type of circumstance.
I agree with Jim, but if we're going to set a precedence.
If we got to do some warranty work,
And where are you going to take it? Yeah, where are you going to take it?
I agree. Well, I just asked though.
Right.
If though near the end of the year, I got to send Stacy to the academy that is not budgeted. So if there would be, a problem, amending my budget a little for the lights, this would be remembered.
but if you got to,
And they,
I think Gombo would probably work on it, but if they kind of got up in and said, well, you take it where you bought it,
Yeah.
and in time that one of the officers drives to Denison for 2 hours a day, there's $200 or $300.
Can we
and
approach you?
No.
Not at first bid, I don't think.
We don't have to vote today, though, if you want to continue to...
Can you issue a bid and then go back to,
What's that?
can you have a bid process legally and then go back and?
I don't think you can go back and then tell them.
No, I think you just.
You can accept none of the bids. That is an option before you. We do have a caveat that you do not have to accept any of the bids that are provided. However,
The number of bids may not be
Yeah, well that, I know we're running out, for the 2008 Chevys, there isn't any left to stay with our specs from some of the dealers I've talked to. So that's the one reason why we wanted to jump on it.
Well, I think it's going to get cheaper anyway, but I don't know. So it'll be like a steel price. That's going up too, so.
And Domino's could get us one,
so has there been a 2009 Domino's?
Theirs was $2,810 higher.
Right. Is that a 2009?
It's 2008.
How did
All
that
the same.
how did that compare with the Chevy from Denison?
It was spec'd about the same. I think you saw in there were, Adams had a couple extra options that were not that we asked for. It was just one that they had. It had some extra options on it.
And Domino's, the people that work out there, the owners, whatever, they pay our taxes too. That's certainly okay. The dealership itself doesn't, but the employees and so on that live in town do.
But we could use the bids even just as a comparable result of buying local.
That's what we've done in the past.
And
That's what you've done in the past?
we could use it that way.
Bids did come in higher in the past on out of town.
And we have purchased in town.
Just due to the maintenance.
Usually the maintenance is back there. Just in case.
How many times a month would you take that vehicle in for service?
With our Tahoe, we've had no problem. Now our police cars, we send them in quite a bit.
I'm thinking about mileage, like how many times a month would you have to drive 50
You know,
miles?
for the oil changes and all that, the city guys do it below for us.
Okay.
But there's a lot of things they run into, you know, with all these new computerized vehicles, you know, that they have to take it out to Domino's, you know, for our Chevys to get service.
I'm thinking about $4 gas going 50 miles every time you had to get, that'll add up pretty quickly.
I mean, I believe we spent almost $3,500 last year on maintenance. And that was mostly just on the cars. And that was tires too, and that.
And you can bet, I mean, the service you're gonna get, they'd come down and get the vehicle if you need it. You wouldn't even have to go a mile up the road.
Are we compromising service on the rest of the vehicles also? If we,
I don't know how long it'll carry that well, but
are you ready to make a decision?
How is it? I mean, I prefer getting the vehicle from Domino's.
And they can get us one. Like I said, the only thing is, you know, is just with that extra money, just to remember at the
Now,
end
how
of the
can
year.
you work your budget that,
I'm really tight this year due to sending Stacy to the academy that was not budgeted for. You know, because we
Okay.
thought our last guy was going to be in this last year's budget, and we'd amend it, you know, when we sent
Okay.
him. So it was not budgeted, so.
what are you looking at being over? Yes,
Well, it'd probably be, you know, what, $1,000.
$1,000 bucks.
Yeah. Which, ain't- you know, we can, well, and I'll try my hardest to cut it somewhere else.
Right.
But just, you know, with sending Stacy in there, it's going to be tight.
I'm gonna be the devil's advocate. If we ask for bids, then we always go to Domino's. Why do we ask for bids?
That's,
Required to do it.
Fire what state?
Okay. Okay. Fair enough.
Is there any other, okay, police department falls in the safety area. Is there any other areas where we can borrow to pay?
Public safety.
Oh, yeah, I don't.
Are we? Raising,
Spoon pool wages. Take it out of spoon pool wages.
They're the only thing falling under public
Okay.
safety.
Did you guys recommend trading the vehicle in then?
The Tahoe? Yeah, definitely.
I don't know if we put it on here, but one of them was offering $7,100 for the vehicle. The other was offering nearly $14,000 for the vehicle. And I don't remember what the third one off the top of my head was.
I think that's a way to show it on paper.
Yes, he
Right,
went with the
right.
MSRP on it, and then he had
Right.
14. I think if you looked at it really, it came around
Right.
6.
that's the bottom line.
Right.
Interesting. Ooh. What was the total cost for Domino's again?
24.2, I believe.
Plus, it would cost us roughly $3,500 to put the outfit.
That's kind of a little high of an estimate. That's, I think.
Yeah, I think we should at least stay with a Chevy, knowing that Domino's can at least do the service, you know, with all their computerization and so on, whereas they would have more trouble doing it, you know, with Chrysler and Ford.
Well, we've had a good track record with them anyway.
With Domino's? Yeah, they
That
have an
and the
excellent
cars,
bus.
both, and the
Yeah.
truck.
Yeah.
We know what we have, what we have.
Yeah. But yeah, they've been excellent to us with service.
I'm sitting there talking about getting the vehicle in town. I'm going to Omaha today.
Oh.
Jeep.
That's really good. Yeah. But I did buy my last one from Domino's.
Is anyone ready to make a
Put
motion?
that one in the paper, buddy.
I'll make a motion, we accept the Domino vehicle.
Is there a
With the
second to that
trade-in.
motion?
With the trade.
I'll second that motion.
Call for a vote?
Councilman Masha,
Yes.
Rennie,
Yes.
Frederick,
Yes.
Hanson.
Yes.
Motion carried.